So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, he's all a decent chance! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, there's a probing ball. Haaland. Hakimi deals with that comfortably. Now, can they get him away? Szoboszlai makes the interception. Looking for the run. And the through ball. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafael Leao is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. This looks promising. Oh, that... And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
In towards the back stick. That's really well cleared. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's stuck it away. And the comeback is complete.
Bellingham really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Great vision. Oh, he's Rafael Leao! Again, a brilliant save. Beckham to take it as usual. And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cherki. That's going wide left. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Towering header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super find. He's picked his way through. Shot could be on, and he shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Rafael Leao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. 30 minutes gone. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vardiol. And that's really well manoeuvred. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pepe calmly... Oh, what has happened here? And it's Vitinha. Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? Cucurella crosses. Oh, important interception. Sepahan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Looking to play him in. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cherki. Vitinha. It's a good spell of possession, this. Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Impressive jump! He will be livid with himself. Vieira. Haaland looking understandably energised after his goal.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I lad ambitious and adventurous too. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Çalhanoğlu with the clearance. Sepahan looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Haaland, he's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal. And that is all they have time for. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
The second period is on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, this looks sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Foden tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the...
Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. So their 4th corner of the game. Rafael Leao! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. Great ball, and he's having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, 3rd corner of the game. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Sepahan have the chance to go the other way.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's got the beating of his man. Yildiz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Yildiz. Now there's a fine ball. And a chance! And no mistake. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
That has been cut short. And the through ball. And Cruyff! And he scores!
Substitutions taking place.
So we have further activity on the bench here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? McTominay.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That's Beckham. Wriggles his way through. That's been slipped through. Can he finish? Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 5.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have...
And the shot! Cruyff finds himself offside.
Beckham. Number 21. Raphael Leão. Coming on the field. Number 4. Rodri. Number 8. Modric. Number
Knocks it into
18,
space.
Bellingham.
Yeah.
Number 10. Odegaard. Number 9.
Tries to play it through.
Erling Haaland.
Now this could be a chance. Yildiz. Rice. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's McTominay. Threads one in. Shot a goal! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. Modric. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cristiano Ronaldo has fallen kindly here. It's in. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be.
Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yildiz shoots! And a neat finish! How many, just how many The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Another one. This must be his personal high. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that could be pivotal!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Rice, he's rising! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now it's Rafinha. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way past. He's picked his way through. And he's there to belt it away.
Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pass somewhat off target. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle.
And the shot! And he's straight offside. Cherki. Bellingham. He leaps for it. Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's on his own! And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Van Dijk. Sepahan still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cherki. Cute ball now, how can he... He'll try from distance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Sepahan have the chance to go the other way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafinha picks it up out wide. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, it's Dembele. Vitinha.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Haaland. Hakimi wins the duel this time. Now it's Bellingham. Calhanoglu. Now it's Foden. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cherki.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Rafinha. That is a great pick out. There's the shot! And he couldn't finish.
Haaland very much knows he had to stick that away. You're not going to get many better chances.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. That's been slipped through. Foden. Decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, just look at the way the manager's berating his defence. If I was on that touchline, I'd be like that too.
Well timed, excellent interception. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Pepe. And Cherki. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he welcomes it in. And it's Dembele. And he cuts out the supply. And that has not gone well. Pepe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Added time.
Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Bellingham. Saliba. Kimmich. That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Please make sure.
So we reach the halfway point.
Sepahan really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now it's Haaland. And here's Haaland. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that is not getting there. It's a pretty loose pass. Cherki. Vieira. Some really good ball movement. And that is expertly dealt with.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Beckham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Foden is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well read, nice interception. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good take and a good air. It shapes to shoot! And it's in!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have...
Big chance! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter.
Rafinha! Haaland is flagged offside. Cross goes in there. Courtois claims it without any fuss.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's quick to return it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chiesa tries to play it through, and the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Great vision. Can he get it through? Rafinha, and he shoots! Brilliant from Rafinha! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substitution in progress.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And a chance! And he's stuck it away!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
DiMarco flings it across. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. Bellingham. And it's DiMarco. Vitinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That had too much on it.
Substitutions taking place.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Odegaard. The final 5 minutes. And here's Chiesa. It's a promising position. Crosses it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Back in once more. Punched away. Can he get on the end of this? Forced to go back. Now this could be a chance. This looks promising. Defending of the desperate variety. Odegaard, that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Haaland. And the finish! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Haaland just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Now it's McTominay. Looking for the run. Chance! Quality ball. Odegaard. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Sepahan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game? Terrific effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Towering header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. That's an imaginative pass, and he's picked it up out wide. Williams' cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham. Threads one in. Alexander-Arnold picks it up. He's rising! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And it's Vitinha. And here's Haaland. Dembele. This looks promising. Played in. And he's there to clear it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Cucurella. Nico Williams in acres of space out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Rafinha. He's got away. Sepahan yet to have an attempt on goal. That has been cut short. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Plays it across, and a header! There it is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Diamante are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's intervened well there. Vitinha. And it's Dembele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele proves just a little bit too strong. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Cruyff. It's a pretty loose pass.
Sepahan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great chance! And it's been hooked away. Now it's Haaland. Little pass back. That's really nicely played. Shot, and he shoots! That's another chance! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Looking for options for movement. Defending was strong and firm. He'll try from distance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. That could spell trouble. Oh, now he can run away with it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's made it. He's had a shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Tries to pass it through. It's played through for him. Goes for a shot! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That has not gone well. Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can pick it up. Vitinha. And he welcomes it in. Shot at goal! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. This possibly the last play of the half.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly...
And that is indeed the final act. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium. Substitution in progress.
So off we go again. Sepahan not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Now it's Cruyff. Vieira, a picture of focus and alertness. He's a sharp little ball here. A probing pass. Chiesa is in a really good position out wide. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Rafinha.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pepe. And it's Vitinha.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rafinha. Now it's Haaland. And that's gone loose. No way through there. Pass is just off target. Beckham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Yellow or red? It is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vitinha. Vieira. Aims beyond the defence. Cucurella receives it in a wide position. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, well measured. McTominay. McTominay getting forward. Now it's Haaland. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Just about up to 75 minutes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira. Knocks it into space. Sepahan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
Chance! Oh, terrific save.
Piemonte certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Rafinha, and he's been shifted off it. Now it's Chiesa. And he's managed to get free. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's McTominay. Now it's Haaland. Shoots! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Piemonte really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
So, third corner of the game. Tries a shot! And that has flown over.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. And Cruyff has fallen kindly here. It's a goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
He's in one-on-one. Oh, he's caught him in or out. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The keeper doing his best to put him off. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So could they be onto something here? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Played out to the left flank. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. That is a great pick out. He's picked his way through. Just a keeper in his way. Sane! Well taken goal. Deep into injury time. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Sepahan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that will be the final act. Sepahan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Now, can they get him away? Šeško! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. And it's Bellingham.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cucurella, and he's had it nicked away. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And he's chosen to go back, threads one in. Big chance! Superb from Šeško! He's got himself an absolute peach. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Piemonte are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sepahan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's been played through. Oh, great chance! Great chance! And a neat finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that really is so... Oh, no, what has happened here? Vardiol. No, it's come to nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Saliba does well to get it back. And it's Vitinha. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Now it's Haaland. Looking for the run. And he was quick to react. Soboslai. Šeško. Soboslai has it in a wide position. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Haaland. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this?
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Haaland. He's having a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Strokes it back. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Oh, important interception. Vardiol. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cherki. Decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. Van de Ven. Vieira. Oh, good read. Šeško.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rafinha. Knocks it into space. Chance, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now here's the delivery. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Substitution in progress.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. And again they hit the front.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And Beckham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's straight offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Calafiori. Can he get it through? It's run loose here. Szoboszlai. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Cruyff. Vitinha. Now it's Haaland. Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard. Van de Ven. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that looks a decent ball. Szoboszlai. Well read, and the danger is averted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the...
Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Pass is just off target. Vitinha.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Haaland. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now, this could be a chance, and it's Hakimi. Oh, no joy this time.
Sepahan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Substitutions taking place.
And he was alert to it. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's been cut out, well played. Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well timed, excellent interception. Szoboszlai. Great vision. Oh, played right into his path. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Haaland. That's tidy. And that is expertly dealt with.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And smartly reclaimed. Sepahan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Has to go back here. McTominay receives it in a good position here. And it's made... And he shoots! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Courtois gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Sepahan are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now Mbappe. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
This looks promising. Rice.
Kien
at
a time.
Real chance! Bellingham. Ford shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Alexander on. And time is up. Sepahan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but...